Jemma Mitchell, killer who decapitated her friend over money. Jemma Mitchell has become the first woman in England to be handed a life sentence on television. The self-styled healer, 38, will serve at least 34 years in jail for killing 67-year-old Emi Kyun Chong at her Wembley home in June last year. The alternative therapist became friends with Miss Chong, also known as Deborah, through a church group. The prosecution claimed Mitchell had planned to murder the vulnerable divorcee and fake her will to inherit the bulk of her estate worth more than £700,000. The 38-year-old came up with the plan after Miss Chong backed out of giving her £200,000 to pay for repairs to Mitchell's £1 million dilapidated family home. Miss Chong was last seen alive on June 10, 2021 by one of her lodgers. She was hit on the head with a weapon at her home, and her decapitated and badly decomposed body was found in Salcombe, Devon, 2 weeks later. CCTV footage showed Mitchell leaving the direction of Miss Chong's address on June 11th with 2 large and apparently heavy suitcases. After getting a minicar back to her house, it appeared Mitchell kept the body in her property for around 2 weeks before driving to Salcombe in Devon on June 26 and dumping Miss Chong's remains. Miss Chong's headless corpse was found by holidaymakers the next day. Her skull was recovered a few meters away from the body following a police search. A post-mortem examination confirmed that Miss Chong had suffered a skull fracture along with other injuries consistent with an assault. Mitchell forged a copy of Miss Chong's will ensuring 95% of the estate was left in her name. This was found at Mitchell's property following her arrest on July 6. A jury at the Old Bailey deliberated for 7 hours to find Mitchell guilty of murder.
The sentence of the court is one of life imprisonment, and the minimum term of imprisonment that you will in any event be required to serve will be 34 years. There will be deducted from that term the 475 days that you have spent in custody on remand, and the statutory surcharge will apply. Would you please take the defendant downstairs?